Today we're looking at the brand new Kamado Joe Jr. It's kind of small, so it sits nicely up here on my porch. Just barely assembled it the other night and getting ready to do our first cook on it. Just for perspective, there's an adult male hand right there. But it's nice, it's high quality. A lot of times we don't need to smoke something much bigger than what this will fit. Today we're going to be doing a prime rib, and we'll let you follow along. So here's the top side of our prime rib. As you can see, it's bone out. That will give us some more even cooking. It's not as nice for presentation, but let's be honest, our grill isn't that big anyway, so it might have not fit quite as nicely. I'm letting it come up to room temperature here. That might take an hour or two, maybe 3. But as it rests here, and because it has a rub on it, it's going to be letting off some of its water. And I've just got it up on this little rack so that it doesn't sit in its own juices. Not that that's bad, I just don't like that it takes a lot of the rub off with it. So I want a nice, good, salty crust on it. And so even before we put it back in, we'll take this excess rub and hit it one last time. The dry rub here is just salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic and onion powder, some herbs, a touch of smoked paprika. So anyway, in a couple hours we'll put this in the smoker and take it from there. So we've got just a little bit of a fire going there. It's not going very fast. I didn't do a very good job of lighting it, but it's probably good enough to close the lid and let it start coming up to temperature. We'll probably give it about 30 minutes to do so, and we're only hitting 200, so I think we'll get there pretty easily. Another thing I like to do is put on that heat deflector, heat shield. Gets plenty of oxygen. As you can see, it's wide open all around, but it starts holding the heat in there, so your lump charcoal starts cooking up a little bit quicker. As you can see from this angle here, I've got both the top and bottom vents wide open. It's getting plenty of air moving through there. Now the thing that we need to do is bring this fairly large bit of thermal mass up to temperature. It's going to take a while, so we're going to get it going now, but again, we want to leave the vents wide open so we're not cutting the oxygen to the fuel just yet. Might be a little hard to see it, but I've put an aluminum pie tin under there as a drip pan. It's pretty well trimmed, but I did leave this front little rib of fat on, so probably get some more dripping than I first expected. So, well, it smells great, but having a difficult time keeping the temperature down low enough. So I'm at 300 right now, or about 285, 290, but I've got the bottom vent shut nearly all the way. I mean, just a sliver. And I've been clamping down on these as much as I can. We'll see. But if I don't get it down soon, I'm going to have to take it out, because the last thing I want to do is overcook this. Anyway. So we got up to temperature. It was a couple hours in. My thermometer started flaking out at me, so I'm kind of nervous about what I'll see. Just a cheap digital Weber thermometer. At any rate, I'm a little bit nervous, but it looks good. It looks nice and smoked. We're gonna do a reverse sear on this, so we're cranking up the charcoal now, and we'll get it up to 600 or so, and then we'll put it in for a few more minutes just to give it some color. Well, here we are, the final product. I can't slice and hold the camera, but I thought I'd take a shot before we got into it. So, pretty happy with the results. I haven't tasted it yet. My kids are dying to have a try. I don't know how well it comes across on the camera, but it's a nice pink. Might be a little more done than I like, but I'm happy with it. Okay, a few bites in, and I'm smiling ear to ear. It's pretty dang good. Couldn't be more happy. Thanks for joining us. Oh, and if it sounds like I'm talking weird, it's because my mouth's full of food. I'm chewing and talking at the same time.